Hey guys, it's your girl Chef Pam and we are back in the kitchen. A couple of weeks ago, I was in SoulfulT's live. Her link will be down in the description. She introduced us to Coach Kitchen. His link will be down in the description. And Coach Kitchen introduced us to his chicken chili seasoning. So today, guys, we're going to test this out. Come on, let's do this. Okay guys, we're getting ready to test this chicken chili. And if anyone else wants me to test their products, just send them to me. Mailing info is in the description, so let's do this. Okay, I'm going to make one tweak and use real navy beans. One, I didn't have any canned beans on hand, and two, I love beans. Yes. Okay, so if you want to know the full instructions on making your own beans, click the link above. I have another video where I made beans and smoked turkey wings. But for right now, guys, if I can get these out of the bag, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble getting these out the bag, but okay, we're going to get them rinsed as soon as I get them out of the bag. We're going to get them rinsed and we're going to do a quick soak. You always have to soak your real beans. And by quick soak, what we're going to do is we're going to rinse them really well, cover them with water, bring them to a boil them for 2 minutes, take them off the heat, and let them sit for at least an hour. I know everyone doesn't have that time, so grab your canned beans and let's go. In the meantime, I'm going to get these on the stove and let them get soaked really well. You want to cover them about a couple of inches if you are cooking regular beans. Okay, turn them up high, bring them to a boil, and let them sit for an hour. If you want to soak them overnight, just cover them with water and let them sit overnight if you have that time. Otherwise, grab your cans and let's get in Chef and Moore's test kitchen today. Okay, guys. Set this pot aside now, get it off the heat. Okay guys, now this is Coach Kitchen's packaging. Isn't that amazing, guys? Amazing. So we're going to be making this today, and in here he says to use thighs and remove the skin and bones. But I watched SoulfulT do this test as well, and she made a good point. So I got boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I'll trim the fat off as I cut them up. And yes, bone-in chicken does provide a lot of flavor, but if you're removing the bones, I'm not so sure that flavor is going to still be there because you're removing the bones. You're also going to need a couple of tablespoons of oil, and I'm going to use some sunflower oil. And here are my beans that are all soaked and ready to go. The other thing you're going to need is 1.5 cups of water. But I reserved the liquid from my beans and I'm going to use that. So this is what we're going to start off by doing, is getting our chicken all diced up. I've already cleaned it, but I am going to trim it up some because it does have a little extra fat. And you can cut it into maybe a 1/2 inch or 1 inch thick cuts. I'm cutting mine into about, I guess this is about 1 inch each piece. And the recipe called for 8 chicken thighs, and that's exactly what I have. So I'm using 8 boneless and skinless chicken thighs instead of me deboning it and taking the skin off. So I'm just going to get the rest of this cut up, guys. Okay, we're all cut up. So our chicken is now prepared. And so we're going to go ahead, and I guess the next thing is using our oil to heat our skillet. There is no indication on the package that we need to do anything else to our chicken, like season it or anything like that. Again, that wonderful package. Okay guys, so I have my pot here, my chicken, my oil. I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons. I'm not good at measuring. I rarely measure anything, but the recipe calls for a couple of tablespoons, so I'm just eyeballing it and putting a couple of tablespoons of oil in here. Now I'm using sunflower oil, but you can use vegetable oil, canola oil, or whatever oil you have on hand. Okay, let me move that out the way. So now we heat our skillet up. I have my skillet on medium-high heat, and I'm just going to put my chicken in here. It's kind of hot, so I'm not going to dump it in because the chicken is moist and I don't want to splatter any of this oil on here. You can see the steam coming up. So we're going to get all this chicken in here, and it just says to cook the chicken until it's no longer pink, and I guess cook through. So we're going to cook our chicken, and it smells good already. The chicken just smells good by itself. So let me get my hands washed up right quick. You guys can take a look at that as well as his packaging. Okay, guys. So now we're just going to stir this a few times, make sure all the pieces get well cooked in here. And again, the heat is on medium-high heat. After this, we're going to be adding in our other ingredients, and then we'll simmer. Okay. So you want to stir your chicken a couple of times just to make sure it's not sticking or anything to your pot. And I have a pretty large pot here because I did use a whole bag of beans, so I'm going to have quite a bit, but it's a family meal. Okay, so it looks like the chicken is all ready, and we can move on from here with the rest of our ingredients. And it doesn't say to drain the chicken or anything like that. So let's see here. What's next? What's next? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put our seasoning mix in here. And guys, it looks like this is a really good Ziploc packaging that it's in. So I imagine if you just wanted to cook a small portion, you can zip this up. It does not say it needs to be refrigerated or anything. But look at that, guys. It smells amazing. Oh my God, it smells good. Let's get a close-up on that seasoning. It's kind of powdery. See all the different colors in there? Delicious, delicious. Okay, guys, so we're going to sprinkle the seasoning all in there, get it all out of that packaging. This smells really good. Awesome. Okay, we're going to just get our beans in here and putting them all in. And then we're going to get our liquid, give this a quick stir. Now the liquid called for 1.5 cups of water, but I reserved the liquid from my beans, and I did not have the liquid that the recipe called for from the can. So I'm going to actually put in 1 3/4 cups of this liquid to compensate for the liquid I didn't have that came out of the can. But if you're using the can, it needs 1.5 cups of water. So I'm going to mix this up really well. Then it says to bring it to a boil, reduce it, cover and simmer for 20 minutes. So let's get this mixed up really well in here. Combine the beans with the chicken and the seasoning. We're going to cover it up and let it simmer. This is a lot, guys. This is going to make a huge family meal. And for us, it's going to make a lot of leftovers, which I don't mind. Okay, it's boiling now, so I'm going to give it another quick stir. The package does say to stir often, so remember that while it's simmering, you want to stir occasionally. Okay, look at that, guys. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay, so I'm going to turn it down here. And we're going to get the top on. Let this simmer. Okay. And we're going to check it out now. It's been a couple of minutes. Give it a good stir. That looks good. That looks really good. But guys, you know what I'm sensing here? Because I had beans that were already cooked, mine is thickening up pretty fast here. So I'm going to turn it down quite a bit and let it go for the rest of the 10 minutes or so here. And see what we have. This is looking so good. And guys, oh my God, if you could smell this, amazing, amazing. Okay guys, we should be pretty much done here, but let's give it another stir and see. I'm pretty sure we are done. It's just been about the 20 minutes. Okay, move all this stuff out the way. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, got our bowl here, guys. It's time to taste it. Look how thick and rich this looks, guys. I can't wait to taste it. This is looking so good. Amazing seasonings are in here, guys. Yes. Okay, guys, we are done with our test. We have just completed our test cooking of Coach Kitchen's chicken chili seasoning. And here we have it in this bowl. Yes, we're going to test it out. Okay, guys, it's good, has a little kick, little heat, which is good, lots of flavor, lots of seasoning. To me, it is a chili with chicken, but it tastes a little bit more like just navy beans with highly seasoned navy beans with chicken. But it's good. It's worth it. So I would suggest to get on over to Coach Kitchen and get you some chicken chili seasoning. Delicious. Guys, thank you so much for coming in here and cooking with me today. It's good. I'm going to enjoy this. Please, if you have not subscribed, hit that button, join the channel, tap the bell so that you'll be notified. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about having chicken chili for your dinner. Any time of the year. Delicious, guys. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to thumbs up as well. Guys, this really was an amazing dish, chicken chili. Yes. Don't forget to share me out and let everyone know that Chef and More is over there cooking up quick, easy, simple meals. And this is my test kitchen, so if you have something that you want to be tested, just send it to Chef and More Test Kitchen. That information for mailing is in the description too, and I'll see you next time.